So hello everybody and welcome back to Hopper King Cemetery here in Northeast Indiana. I had to cut things a little bit short last time due to some technical difficulties. But I'm back to take a look again and see if anything has changed. See what kind of weird things we can spot here. If you find any hidden things. I didn't get any visitors last time. I think there were some people in the woods. Definitely looked like one of the next door neighbors was doing some light yard work or something out there in the woods. So I'm not really sure what was going on, but it didn't seem to be anything too nefarious or anything like that. But yeah, unfortunately though, we were not able to make it to the very back to check out on some of these really historic graves that were in the worst condition the first time that we got here a few years ago. And so I definitely wanted to make it back and finish up the update here and see what we can find today and see what happens. So let's get out and finish what we started. Well, it's been raining here. And I wasn't quite sure if I was gonna have a chance to get out or not. Thankfully though, I was able to wait it out. Well, really not wait it out, but by the time I arrived, all the rain had ceased. Did we check this out last time? There's a few things up here that I'm feeling like last time we didn't check out up front. This being one of them here. Very hard to get, but it is right side up this way. So I'm going to try and put it up on the screen. It's pretty clear on the camera, but I can't read the camera very well since it's so small. But also had this here that's completely disappearing into the ground. It does look like it's also been separated into two different sections. This kind of looks like a decorative section up here, possibly the Tree of Life, or maybe one of the lambs or whatever. It also looks very similar if you look at the shape here. If I move this, you can see this gap here in the center, and if I go over here, we can see almost the same exact shape. So it's probably similar and maybe directly related to this here. You see Amanda Wright, 1871. This almost looks like a zinc, but it's not. It's just colored very similarly. Very hard to read though. But looks like there's definitely a base back here that's been discarded. Kind of made me think that I might run into something like right in here. Definitely. Oh yeah, I found there's something right here. It looks like it definitely came from something. And then also back here, definitely found some signs of some partying. A little bit of Jack Daniels there. No signs of geocaches or anything. There's a water bottle this way, but it doesn't look like it's a stealth camp of any sort. Alright. One more thing here. It's just kind of an empty section here. I saw this, but I thought it was a ground level marker that was maybe getting buried. This is kind of interesting too. Almost looks like some signs. Either that's a burn mark or that's some spare toilet paper. I don't know. I'm hoping, I'm not sure which one I'm hoping for. I didn't touch it, so it doesn't really matter. And I think, yeah, we're pretty much right on the fence line here. So, not very likely to find anything. Okay, let's start heading back. All right. So, definitely heard some strange noises here last time too, but again, I think what I was hearing was actually somebody doing work. I think there's like, sort of like a, I don't know what you want to call it, like a fire pit or something like that, or somebody's living area. So, I think that might have been what it was. I'm not sure. It could have been wild animals too. Might have been deer. There's a fairly decent sized wooded section behind me, as you can tell here. So it might have been that. We're now at the very, very back here. Definitely heard a screaming sound, but I think, oh yeah, that's scary. That's definitely that tree. Or a tree back there. Probably a dead tree that is about to fall. Velma Smith. Or Velma M. Smith. Excuse me. 1898 to 1913. And Jonathan M. Smith. 1857 to 1924. Must be a lot of dead trees back here because it is like vibrating something fierce. Okay, I thought maybe that was raccoon poop. I'm not sure. Okay, I think I located the edge of the cemetery, which seems to be right there. You can see there's a little metal marker there, and there's no graves or anything. Whoa. That just sounds like it's about to fall like at any moment. But yeah, nothing back there to really find. It's kind of weird. Is there like a... I don't see an old gate, but something sounds like metal on metal. Okay, I don't really know, but that tree does not sound safe. Like, that sounds so loud that I wouldn't be surprised if it falls while we're here. Now, I'm not making that assumption that that's exactly what's gonna happen. There is something back here, though. It's definitely part of the graveyard. It looks like, again, this might be like a large trash pile. I don't know if this borders on like farm property and they've kind of like shared the trash pile with the cemetery. But as you can see, the corner of the property line, it definitely is on cemetery property there. At least up to that point, but I'm not going to go back and mess with any of that stuff, so. I don't know what I just heard, if it was thunder or a jet or a truck, but this is something here. As you can tell, there's this section here with a lot of poetry or scripture verses or something like that. I think the orientation is this way. Wouldn't really be readable at this point. But it makes me think that there's probably a lot hidden here. I can't really remember finding anything in this part of the brush last time. We'll kind of glance that way though. So, if I remember correctly, it looks like they have cleared a lot of the brush out. There hasn't really been any real restoration work done. Obviously, as you can tell, a lot of this is still fallen over. See here, the Potter family marker. It looks like we would be able to get one here. Let's see what something W. Potter 1821 to 1857, and nothing really to see on the other side. We do have some individual markers, but mostly lost. Okay, I'm gonna have to walk around here again real quick. See, a lot of this is completely wrecked. Just semi-historical here. Bruce and Edith Coyle. Bruce in 1914 to 1986, and Edith 1915 to 1992. So a really cool little area back here. These are just impossible here. So there's still a lot of restoration work that needs to be done here. I don't see a specific fence line showing. Definitely hear voices though. I can't tell where it's coming from. It sounds like it's pretty far away. Okay, I have to get another battery here. Oh, I almost missed this. It's kind of, you can see part of the structure here, but it looks like it had the little free marker placed into it and then hammered down. You can see where it broke off right here actually. It's kind of sad. Who knows where it is now. Alright, I'm gonna pause for one moment here while I get some more batteries, so hold on. Alright, well, we're back. I'm actually right next to my car, as you can see again, but I just noticed something else that's completely lost. It's kind of sad, but like, look at this. It is definitely a piece of headstone right from this row here, and completely disappeared. Alright, let's head back to where we were and pick up again. Okay, let's take it from here. I'm not finding anything. Oh, it does look like this is part of the last row. Again, like our hidden stone right down here. And so, again, confirming that this is the last row. Really difficult to tell. Almost like it looks like it says 1869 maybe. I don't know. And I don't know if there's anything else here or not. It looks like this is mostly just a decorative little landscaping section that might have originally surrounded. See anything in here. It does look like that's an old sign though back there. Not the no trespassing sign, but there's something else on the ground. I don't know, I'm having a hard time telling what's what in this place. I'm hearing a odd noises too. Okay, so here's where we were before. So let's head, obviously, over this way. On the ground here, partially covered up, is a base to something. Difficult to tell what. Most things here seem to have a place to be. See these two individual markers here, nearly impossible to read. There is some writing on the top. And then next to it, a large granite monument here. And this is Hiram King, 1825 to 1907 here. And then we have Herbert King, 1860 to 1884. And then obviously this here is the top of the memorial that has fallen off or been maybe knocked off by falling branches, something like that. So it looks like, maybe, if I'm guessing correctly, the Kings were maybe the first family here. And this may have been the area around where they lived, maybe their farm. This is John King here, 1837 to 1856. And then we have Oliver Perry here. Oliver Perry King, excuse me, 1831 to 1848. Oh. It's so covered up. I don't know. Yeah, these were the ones I forgot to do here. It's like we have a potter here. Age 17. It's 1857, sorry. Really difficult to read. Oh, there is somebody else here. There might be another visitor. There's a van that parked behind me. So, interesting, okay. Yeah, these are just impossible to read here. Okay, you see, this is actually upside down. It says Boyd. And then this is right side up. You see 1845 there. I can't tell if they got out or if they're just sitting there and watching what I'm doing. A few little chunks here, almost impossible to tell what these are. What's weird is this tree, just the way it looks. I don't know if these are like little bugs or things that have been growing underneath the bark, but it almost looks like it was carved itself, but it's not really. And another potter. Now we're back to pretty much where we were before, so that might kind of do it for the very, very back section here. I'm gonna slowly make my way forward and see what this person's gonna do. So I'm not sure why they just decided to park right next to me.